Dillon the villain went right after LeBron yet again last night, bumping and shoving and generally irritating LeBron from the start. So, Paul Pierce, you successfully guarded LeBron many times. Is Dillon Brooks' approach smart or not smart?
What do you want him to do, Skip? He's leaning into who he is. Dillon is the league's new villain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what he established himself as. Listen, Memphis signed him to a 4-year, $86 million contract because him being who he was. And then they got tired of it after the Ja incident and they weren't winning and stuff. And they was like, all right, they used him as a scapegoat. But since he's been with the Rockets, they love every bit of that.
He found a home, yep.
Yeah, he found a home there to where he could play a role as a defensive player. Now, if you're going to be that, be that. You know, he gets in your face, he talks, he do his little dances before the game. I mean, he's a leader on that team. They rally around this guy, and I love what Dillon's been able to establish himself as a name in this league. And if it's at the cost of LeBron, so be it. Now, is he out here stopping LeBron? And maybe not. But this is who Dillon Brooks is. You know, so lean into it. If you're going to be an instigator, be that. And if that's what's going to get you paid, be that. You know, Draymond has made a living off, you know, having antics like this and getting in people's face and bumping them and playing the best player all single night. And, you know, I feel like that's a Draymond influence right there.
Maybe.
You know, maybe he might not be as edgy or you know, pushy and shovey and swinging on people as much, but that's definitely he went to Draymond University and it's earned him $80+ million.
Did you use any psychological warfare against LeBron?
I talked a lot to him. LeBron never talked back.
Yeah.
He never really say much.
Like,
you know, younger, but he was young.
Like cleaning it up for us, what would you say to LeBron? Like,
Paul to clean it up? Jeez.
Just a little bit.
Man, there's a lot of words you can't say on TV.
Yeah,
Skip.
Okay. But what was the gist of it? Like,
you know, a lot of times, because when he was younger, he was known for not being clutch. So, you know, a lot of times I talk at the free throw line like, look, he gonna miss this. He with us. He gonna miss this. A lot of chitter chat. A lot of it was at the free throw line too.
Okay.
You know, in his early days, but you know, he grew up in Miami, and that's when he took it to the next level. I truly feel responsible for taking LeBron to that, taking him to that next level, because when he went to Miami, Game 5, Game 6 in Boston, where we had him on the ropes to go back to the finals.
You did.
I think that was the game that took LeBron to the next level, to where his career from that point on.
And was he doing a lot of that against you?
It wasn't a lot against me. I was a little older, so we switched off a little. I guarded him half. Brandon Bass was guarding him. But, you know, I think that right there, Game 6, I believe it was first year in Miami, we was up 3-2 at home. We could go to the finals, and that's when it took him to the next level. And so, you know,
because he was coming off the terrible finals against Dallas, and that was a do-or-die night for LeBron.
Yeah, yes.
So, Paul, you like what Dillon Brooks doing?
I love what Dillon Brooks is doing.
That's who he is, huh?
That's who he is.
But it seemed like the only person I ever seen doing that to is LeBron.
Oh, no, he's doing that. Because that's the only time you pay attention to.
That may be true.
He dancing before every game.
No, I get all that. But I'm talking about all the extras, though. But check this out, though.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little more for LeBron.
But check this out, though. How many times did you send in your career LeBron home? Many times.
Couple times.
Many. That's many. That's multiple times.
Yeah,
and I'm not talking about beating him in the regular season. I'm talking about sending him home and you moving on to the next. How many times did Draymond send him home and moving on to the next? Okay? Dillon Brooks, it's cool, but that's LeBron James. What LeBron supposed to do? We want LeBron to haul off his sucker punchy? No, LeBron's not going to do that.
He's not.
Okay?
No.
So when you start to look at it, LeBron has played Dillon Brooks 15 times in his career. You know how many times they won? 11. You know how many times?
Yeah.
4. Now, you can say, well, he had better teams. Whatever you want to call it.
But this is my thing.
You're not affecting this man by doing all of this. He ain't paying you no attention.
Keyshawn, I would rather see that.
Yeah, but you're not affecting him.
Because I don't care if you affect him or not. But I'd rather see somebody standing up to LeBron than be afraid.
You're not standing up to him.
Because a lot of these kids is afraid of LeBron.
You're not standing up to him. You're doing extras for no reason
but
at all.
nobody else doing that. I don't see nobody else getting in LeBron's face. I don't see nobody else bumping him.
But it's not helping you.
Like, they walk into a game like expecting
But it's not helping you. It's not helping you. You're not beating him. You're getting ready to get
It don't
smacked
matter.
in
It
the
don't matter if
Olympics.
I'm beating him or not.
Yeah,
This
it
is who
does.
he is.
Yeah, it does.
This is who
Doesn't
I am.
matter.
I'm
Doesn't
not going to
matter.
be like the rest of y'all who walk in here asking for LeBron autograph, asking for a pair of shoes. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get in his face. I'm going to be the defender I am.
You can still do all that. You can
so
play
what?
You're not intimidating him.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
not trying to intimidate him.
Well, what the hell is he doing?
He's just being who he is.
What you doing?
This is who he is.
Because when Draymond
like, you going to tell
Green-
Dennis Rodman to stop doing that because it's LeBron? You going to tell Draymond to stop doing that because it's LeBron?
But Draymond...
I seen Draymond stepped on LeBron.
Yeah, because that's...
I seen that.
But that's more of an intimidation factor than him.
Yeah, but what is that doing to LeBron, like you said? What is that doing to LeBron?
You sent him home many times, and so is Draymond Green.
Yeah, but...
He ain't sent him home.
No, this is just who he is.
LeBron, he better hope LeBron don't buy the team and cut him. That's what he better hope.
Nah, come on, he is.
I'm just telling you, because you not really doing nothing to him. You out here looking wild to me.
Well, yesterday, LeBron scored.
Man, I don't care.
He held LeBron.
Stop, man.
He was 2 for 7. What was he, Skip?
Yeah.
Stop.
He was 2 for 7 yesterday. It looked like he was 3 for 7 for 7 points. He did a good job yesterday. Dillon Brooks had 10 points.
It just reminded me of the Kobe stoppers and all that. Like, man, you ain't even doing nothing.
Bruce Bowen.
But Bruce Bowen wasn't known as he didn't name himself that like some of the other dudes. You know, Ruben Patterson's in the
true.
world.
No,
But
you're
go
right.
ahead, Skip. That's all.
Okay, there's a fine line with LeBron between irritating and distracting him and just pissing him off. Because if he gets mad, you're going to be in some trouble. And last night he was getting mad a couple times because he took it hard to the rack on him. And that has happened probably too much to Dillon Brooks, where he doesn't know when to pull back. Like, you can distract him a little bit and get him off his game, and then you got to just play basketball. But if you go back to that series a couple of years back, Memphis against the Lakers.
Yes.
Remember, early in the series, and I'm going to read the quote, Dillon Brooks said publicly about LeBron James, "I don't care, he's old." And he said, I poke bears. I don't respect anyone until they come and give me 40. Yeah. Okay, that's what he said.
But that's crazy.
Okay, and LeBron went over before the next game to their little sideline huddle before tip-off, and I don't know what he said to him, but you can guess.
Yeah.
And you can try to clean it up if you will. But he told him, "I'm here, and we'll see how old I am tonight," or words to those effects.
Put in work.
Okay, so he did put in work. And the problem Dillon went through there was he was so focused on trying to irritate LeBron that his offensive game just fell all apart because he shot 31% from the floor, which you cannot do, and shot 4% from three, which you cannot do. And Memphis said, "See ya, that's enough of you.
That's
You're more
all I'm
trouble
saying.
than you're
That's
worth."
all I'm saying,
Okay?
Truth.
But he did.
Right.
He wound up in the right place at the right time with Ime Udoka, who's the one coach who will go right at LeBron. Because remember, 2 years
he
ago,
tried
they
to-
got into it. He just went right at him. He said, "You don't want any of this over here."
That might have been this year, wasn't it?
No, it was this year.
It was this
Was
year.
it this year?
Early the season.
Maybe it was
Early in
this
the
year.
season.
Early in the
All right.
season.
Okay, now to Dillon Brooks' credit, remember, on the high level in the FIBA World Cup last summer, Canada beat the U.S. Now, it wasn't our superstars, but it was Ant-Man, and it was Jalen Brunson, and it was Brandon Ingram, and it was Tyrese Halliburton. And in that game, Dillon Brooks scored 39 points because he had 7 of 8 threes. So that impressed me. And he played really well for Houston this year. That's a good fit for him because of that coach. And he averaged 13, so he's decent, you know.
Yeah, I guess my position in all of this is I never liked players like that. Because when they did me like that, they always got cooked and it was a waste of time. That's just, you know, that's why I never liked them.
All right, up next, Deion speaks out again.